Hey there! Welcome to my renovation on Iris Street. My name's Adam, and this is week 167. It's a ton of fun. I finished the backsplash in the kitchen, and I started in on tiles in bathroom number 2, which actually includes some real stone. You'll see that later. Also this week, Carlos and I run the Pawnee Buchanan Loop, which is a beautiful 27-mile loop up in the Rocky Mountains. Let's get cracking. My goal for the beginning of the week is to finish the kitchen backsplash. I'm using these little 1/8 inch green spacers along with my laser level to keep everything aligned. So far, so good. There's a lot of options when it comes to mortar. For large format tiles, you need thick mortar with a 1/2 inch trowel. But for smaller tiles, like these, a 1/4 inch trowel pattern is sufficient. 1/4 inch trowels use 50% less mud than 1/2 inch trowels, so I took the lazy route and bought a 5-gallon bucket of pre-mixed mortar for the kitchen. It's about twice the cost of dry bags, but the cleanup is so much easier. On Friday, I had the day off of work, so I took advantage of the extra time by working on the tiles in bathroom 2. These hexagons are real marble and will form a 12-inch wide accent behind the fixtures of the bath shower. Before the install, I cut the entire accent strip to size and lay it out on the floor. Saturday ends up being a day for errands. I don't get much done on the house, but I'm loving the new countertops in the kitchen and how they look when the afternoon sun shines in. Before bed, I ready my hydration vest for tomorrow's mountain adventure with Carlos. We'll be trail running for at least 10 hours, so toilet paper and wet wipes form the foundation of my pack. On Sunday morning, Carlos and I make it to the trailhead around 4 a.m. We end up not being allowed to park at the trailhead, so we had to park at a further lot, adding 3 miles in each direction. Our 27-mile loop would end up being over 32 miles when it's all said and done. It was a real privilege to run this loop with Carlos. I ran it in the past with Joe and Tyler, but this was Carlos's first time, and he crushed it. Loops like this are a big day. You have to carry hydration, food, sunscreen, and a modicum of first aid. You also need to bring a means of treating water, as you could never carry enough to last the entire day. The loop clocks 7,000 feet of elevation gain over 27 miles, peaking at 12,400 feet as you summit Pawnee Pass. It's a day full of thin air, tired feet, and a sun that doesn't stop, but the views and the trail miles with friends make it all more than worth it. Here's to many more of these adventures next summer, now that the house is well on its way to completion. Hey guys, let's talk safety for a second. So I've got this metal trim for the edge of tiles, and I need to cut it to length. I was doing it with my angle grinder, holding it manually, and my grinder caught and it nicked me in the wrist, which is not good. You know, there's some important veins and arteries in your wrist right there. So, importance of one, keeping any of your appendages out of the cutting path, And two, it's always better to take a second to clamp things down so you can cut them safely and securely. So I've got some clamps. This thing's really steady now, so I can cut it safely. Now that I'm done trying to cut my arm off and end up on Dumb Ways to Die, I start in earnest the accent tiling in Bath 2. I'm using a high-strength epoxy mortar for the real stone. To end the week, more tiling in Bath 2. That's a wrap for week 147. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.